Hello everyone, CoinHound here. Today I will be profiling the fourth coin in the Royal Canadian Mint's 2020 Moments to Hold series. This is a 4-coin series of 1/4 ounce silver coins, each with a face value of $5. Each coin commemorates a significant event or aspect of Canadian life and history. These coins are available individually or as part of a subscription. In the subscription, you will receive a coin each month for 4 months. One of the nice things about the subscription is you do get free shipping when you subscribe. These coins have a mintage of 100,000, so I would not say that they are by any means low mintage or of limited mintage. They have a price of $24.95 in Canadian dollars per coin. In US dollars, that's roughly speaking around $20. So pretty affordable on a coin basis. But you do have to remember it is fractional silver, 1/4 ounce of silver. So on a per ounce basis, it is a little bit on the pricier side. I have previously released videos profiling the first 3 coins I received in this series. And I should note that in receiving these coins, the Mint has sent them to me in a different order than they are listed on the screen there for some reason. So I've been basically referring to them in my videos and presenting them in the order that I have received them. And so I have done videos on the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the 40th anniversary of the National Anthem Act of Canada, the 250th anniversary of the Hudson Bay Company, and this fourth coin, which commemorates Remembrance Day, with a particular emphasis on the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. Now, it is worth noting that there is a 2021 Moments to Hold series as well. It's also a 4-coin set. I am subscribed to this one as well, and I have received the first 2 coins of the series listed there, the 100th anniversary of the Arms of Canada and the 25th anniversary of Canada's arboreal emblem. That's the maple leaf. The snowbirds is the 3rd coin. It's the one with the planes on it there. I looked very briefly into the snowbirds, and apparently they are a aerial force that performs at shows and things to show the skill level and that, I believe, of the Canadian military. So I get the sense it's something along the lines of the Blue Angels in the United States, but if I'm wrong, you can go ahead and correct me in the comments. And then there'll be a 4th coin, which is not yet announced. So that series is also available. And yes, you can do it retroactively. You can go back and get the 2020 series. The subscriptions for that do appear to be still available. Now, the coins I have profiled so far, just a quick look. We have the Royal Mounted Canadian Police. We have the Canadian National Anthem, the Hudson's Bay Company, and now Remembrance Day. And that image did not come out as good as I hoped. It looks like it's a little blurry, and I apologize for that. But there you have it. This is the coin that we'll be profiling today. And I should note just briefly that Remembrance Day is celebrated in a number of countries under various names. And originally, Remembrance Day was basically a commemoration of the armistice that ended World War I. Now, you may or may not be aware, but that armistice took effect on November 11th, 1918 at 11 a.m. And a number of nations thereafter marked that day as both to commemorate the losses they experienced in the war and probably to a certain extent to celebrate the end of that horrible war. But it was commemorated in many countries as Armistice Day. And over time, the meaning of that day has, in many countries, been broadened to include a memorial to all their war dead and also to honor those who have served in their armed forces. In the United States, the day was originally called Armistice Day, but was changed to the name of Veterans Day in 1954 in order to honor all veterans, not just those of World War I. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fourth coin in this series. So here we have the coin in its packaging. There is an outer plastic sleeve on it for protection that I've taken off for ease of filming here. But each of the coins in the series comes in this nice little folder, each designed appropriate to the subject of the particular coin. So this one's labeled Remembrance Day. You have a picture there in the center of the National War Memorial of Canada, which is located in Ottawa. The coin is inserted on the upper right-hand side there, and then you have an image of a soldier tending to a grave there, and a Jeep with some people celebrating, perhaps marking the end of the war, I would assume. The back of the card is pretty straightforward. And then when you open it up, you get a little description here. The year 2020 marks the 75th anniversary of the end of the Second World War, adding special significance to November 11th, Remembrance Day. The third coin in our 2020 Moments to Hold collection is a token of remembrance for both the fallen and those who serve. As seen on our 2020 VE Day coins, the bold V for victory commemorates the end of hostilities in 1945, but the standout feature on this coin is the selectively colored arrangement of poppies, which are tinted red to represent the sacrifices and heroism that paved the path to peace. It also notes that the poppy has served as Canada's flower of remembrance since 1921, and today it honors the memory of the more than 118,000 Canadian servicemen and women who lost their lives in the line of duty. The first ceremony to honor Canada's fallen soldiers took place in 1919 on the first anniversary of the armistice that ended World War I. Between 1919 and 1930, November 11th was known as Armistice Day, which was renamed Remembrance Day in 1931 in order to keep the focus on those who served and died. So let's take out this coin and look at it. It pops out. If you ever get one of these, pop it out to the back. It's designed to do that, otherwise you'll damage the container. We'll start with the obverse, which not surprisingly is the Queen. Okay. And you have the image here, Elizabeth II, DG Regina, which is an abbreviation and wording in Latin for By the Grace of God Queen. These obverses are all the same on these coins, but it's the reverses that make them unique. So here you are, $5 2020 Canada. You can see the beautiful poppies and the V for victory. Now, one of the things, if I tilt this, you might be able to see it, is in reality, this looks like it's a field of poppies. And you can see the poppies end in a straight horizontal line there. And then that appears above that to be sky. And then you appear to have the sun. If you look, you can see the rays pointing down from the sun. So it's a very moving design. Let's finish by briefly taking a look at the symbolic connection of poppies to World War I. Now, the poppy connection is primarily rooted in two things. First off, the geography and landscape of the Western Front, where soldiers often encountered poppies growing on the fields of battle, particularly prevalent, from what I read, in areas where the ground had been disturbed, so disturbed from shelling or perhaps from the digging of war graves. Secondly, and arguably more influentially, the connection is due to a famous poem called In Flanders Fields, a poem that was written by a Canadian named John McCrae. John McCrae was 44 years thereabouts when the war started in 1914. He was a medical doctor who also wrote poetry on the side, and he was serving on the Western Front as basically a combat surgeon. He achieved the rank of lieutenant colonel, and in 1915, as the story goes, one of his really good friends was killed in battle. and he was either had attended the funeral or presided over the funeral. And shortly thereafter, he kind of withdrew and jotted down this poem to kind of capture his feelings in that moment. The poem would eventually be published, and it would really resonate with the people back home in Canada, with the people in England, the people in the United States, and the like. And it's really going to accelerate this association of poppies with the war, because poppies play a key role in the poem. Now, sadly, John McCrae did not survive the war. He died in January of 1918. He was not killed in combat, but he died of illness. He died of pneumonia and complications from that. And at that point, he was about 46 or 47 years of age. So let's take a quick look at the poem. I put it up on the screen here, and it's quite powerful in its imagery and in its message. So I will recite it here for you. In the fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place. And in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. Thank you, everyone. This is Coinhound, signing off.